skated onto the mast of the ship, the little mermaid waved her final goodbye to the prince and his bride as she threw herself into the choppy waves and turned to sea foam. She was alone forever. The end.
And they all lived happily ever after.
Is she okay?
Thank you all so much for coming to this month's fairy tale reading by the Dragon Tales owner, Amelia Story. Make sure to pick up your own happy ending on the way out.
You can't say that to 8-year-olds, Bo.
I had to say something. You're flapping harder than the cast of Naked Boys Singing.
I'm exposing them to a new perspective. They're processing the unfortunate truth that a woman's voice was stolen in a classic masterpiece.
Excuse me? I have a question.
See, they're engaging. Go ahead.
That wasn't the Little Mermaid.
That's actually a statement, and sort of a rude one.
Amelia.
Bo, I've got this. Well, I know it may not be the version of The Little Mermaid you're used to hearing, but actually, this is original text by Hans Christian Andersen.
But Ariel didn't get married to the prince. That's not a happy ending.
So?
So if it doesn't have a happy ending, then it's not a fairy tale.
Well, fairy tales don't have to be all princes and princesses.
Sometimes a princess can marry a princess, or a prince can marry a prince.
I have 2 moms. I already know all about that. But that only happens in real life, not in fairy tales.
Ever heard of the word nuance, kid?
Okay, so what fairy tale can I read that ends like that?
Shrek.
That's not a book.
Your boyfriend's kind of stupid.
Oh, sweetness. I am not her boyfriend. She has a lot of generational trauma to unwind.
Bo, could you mind the register?
As you wish.
See, lady, you own a bookstore, and you can't even name one fairy tale that ends without a prince marrying a princess.
But I just did.
So what you're saying is the prince can marry the princess, or she has to off herself?
Or generally suffer some kind of irreversible bodily harm.
So in order to have a fairy tale life, you gotta either get married or die?
I will say, I see what you mean.
Glad I'm a boy. Got any snacks?
You could bob for apples at the wishing well on your way out.
That child may be your new arch nemesis, but I kind of like him.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Oh, 6 p.m. That means we can break into that stash of wine you hide under the wishing well and think I don't know about.
Can't. I have yet another Tinder date tonight, and I need to wash the defeat of today off me before dinner.
Just don't wear your green jumpsuit.
Come on.
The vibe is hipster tween dresses like a World War II mechanic. It brings up a lot of conflicting feelings for people.
Got it. Oh, am I destroying the hearts and minds of our youth?
By owning a children's bookshop that promotes literacy and community? Hard no.
But what kind of lives are these stories representing? Not mine, that's for sure.
You're a cisgendered, straight white lady who is single, over 30, and owns a bookshop. Obviously, you're a witch.
I mean, it's true. Joan of Arc never argued in favor of women's suffrage.
Is that your 4th glass?
Yeah, should we get another bottle, Todd?
It's Eric.
But she was an ardent supporter of the Catholic Church and the French monarchy. So honestly, it's doubtful Joan in all her queer, ethereal glory would have even sympathized with democratic ideals.
Right.
Honestly, let's get Joan, Steinem, and, I don't know, Z-Way in a room and just have them hash it out.
Well, Amelia, I have an early meeting in the morning.
It's Saturday.
All the same. Waiter, check, please.
Ugh.
Right away.
On your Tinder profile, it said your biggest turn-ons were french fries and consent. Yet here you are, proving that despite what modern men say, they still can't handle a woman with strong feminist ideals.
You know, it's amazing how much you seem to know about me, considering you haven't asked me a single question tonight.
Just 30 seconds ago, I asked you if we should get another bottle of wine.
And how did I respond?
Well, why is it always on the woman to be a good listener?
I spent 30 minutes trying on different button-ups that said, I care, but not too much. And a week researching book-themed restaurants that still had great tasting food and an impressive wine list because your profile mentioned you owned the Dragon's Tail.
This place is themed.
Why else would the cheesemonger have a sword?
You know my shop?
Yeah, I go into it every weekend with my niece, Anna. She adores the stories about knights and pirates, princesses.
Another one bites the dust.
Bites the dust. Okay, Amelia, if you don't want to be in a relationship, there's nothing wrong with that. But please, don't use your feminist theory and self-righteousness as a shield to actually getting to know somebody. All it does is waste my time. And yours.
Way to drop the mic, Todd. Real impressive stuff.
It's Eric.
On. Open. Stupid vintage locks. Don't go to a bookshop that looks like an anthropology Pinterest board until there's a freaking monsoon. Ugh. Stop using feminist theory as a shield. Looks like those 3 sessions from BetterHelp really made you a better man, Todd. See, I do listen. Maybe he's right. Or maybe I just need another glass of wine. To the wishing well. Oh, always leaving the well running. What the? Who left this note on my bottle of rosé? To my favorite witch. God, I hope that doesn't stick. I'm hoping I'm wrong, and tonight was a raging
success that led you to ripping off a stranger's clothes. But I know you, and I know you wore the jumpsuit.
It's flattering. And I figured when you headed
back to the Dragon's Tail for a nightcap, you could have a reminder that you are seen and you are loved by this queer man who will never, ever want to see you naked, but loves you anyway. So pop this cork and cheers to yourself and grab an apple from the well, even if they're poisonous. So what? Who cares? You're magic and you can handle it. Now, make a wish and get wasted so we can work tomorrow and you can tell me all the cringy, awful things that happened at this dinner and pay me in mimosas to be your unqualified but very good-looking therapist. I love you, baby. Drink up.
As you wish, fairy god, fairy. Jeez, it's getting bad out there. A wish, huh? Okay. I wish that instead of just selling fairy tales every day, I could live one of my own. Can't believe I just said that out loud. And that kid was right. Married or dead? Those are the only options for ladies. This is your fault, you know. Yeah, you. Jane Austen and Joseph Grimm. You don't even belong on these shelves. You belong at the bottom of this well. Take your beanstalks and your stiltskins. I spent my childhood memorizing your pages like prophecy. I grew my hair long like Rapunzel. Strategically left shoes behind at birthday parties like Cinderella. Adored books like Belle. I even bought this shop to immortalize you. So I just wish instead of your weddings and your dragons and your dresses and sidekicks and princesses without mothers or underdeveloped backstory, that there was a story for me that fit all of me into your happy endings and ever afters and once upon a... What's going on? What's happening? What the... Good morning. Oh, God! What the? A pigsty? I really did drink too much last night. Jiminy crickets, that was loud.
Oh, somebody say my name?
Okay, Amelia. No more cheap wine for the wishing well stash. Only the good stuff. You are literally in a pit of mud. Okay, excuse me, Mr. Pig. Gotta find a taxi.
You met my toothpaste?
What borough is this? See, overgrown beards, chickens, handlebar mustaches, hipsters. Must be Brooklyn. I'll Google map it. No cell service? God, what is this place? Cult? Taxi! Taxi!
Milady.
Can anyone around here help me find it? Maybe there's service over here.
Lady, get out of the way!
Milady, you're... Well, miss, you... Ma'am, there's a horse in the... If you could just step aside...
What the...
Oh, zoots.
Ow! Are you crazy? You pushed me over!
Apologies, but were it not for me, you would have been flatter than a giant's footprint.
Ever heard of the concept of consent? Who said I needed your help?
The horses that were about to trample you today?
You serious?
Well done, Your Highness. She would have been a goner without you. And your hair is impeccable, huzzah!
I'm not a damsel in distress, so I didn't see the horse, thank you, but did you have to throw me down in the mud?
That's not mud.
Ugh, gross. Get me out of this cosplay nightmare. Do you have a phone I could use? I need to get to 69th Street, stat.
A phone?
Yeah, a way to contact my friends.
Maybe I could have someone fetch you a raven or something?
You are really committed to the LARPing of it all, aren't you, bro?
So, no? To the raven. Perhaps I could help you find a place to bathe?
Whoa. Why would I go to a strange place with a stranger to bathe?
I saved your life and we're both covered in pig shite.
I do smell pretty rancid.
Yeah, I'm getting whiffs of moldy troll crotch with a dash of asparagus.
Okay, buddy, fine. Lead the way. I'm Amelia. Amelia Story.
Pleasure, Amelia. I'm Charming. Prince Charming.
Sure you are. So, Mr. Charming.
Gosh, no need to be so formal.
Right, Mr. Charming must be your father.
No, that would be King Charming.
Of course. Listen, we've been writing quite a while. The budget on this LARPing extravaganza must be insane. Super impressive. But just so I'm sure you're not a serial killer, where are we headed?
Not much further. We've circled Lilypan Pond, we've crossed Fire Lake, we've scaled Merlin's Ridge, and are currently in the field of singing daffodils. Aren't they nice? And soon we will reach the door of my betrothed.
You're betrothed? That's formal.
Well, Blanche. She's, well, we're quite the pair.
Wait, did you say singing daffodils?
Haha, we've arrived. Here, let me help you down.
I've got it, Charming. Hup!
Well done. Huzzah!
Huzzah?
If my name is on the snacks, don't eat them.
PC, what are you doing here? Do we have some royal appearance I forgot about?
Hey, B, no, it's nothing like that. It's...
Oh, Merlin's beard, you smell like pig shit.
It's me, actually. Hi, I'm Amelia. I love your tat. Is that a wolf biting a red rose?
Yeah. It's a thing with my sister. Hi, could you excuse me and my betrothed 1 sec?
Oh, sure. Cool. I'll just awkwardly stand out here while you guys hash it out. What have you gotten yourself into, Amelia? If you make it out of this alive, you are never drinking again.
Amelia? Hey girl, hey there. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to wash up before you come into the cottage. One of my roommates has allergies and pig shit isn't hypoallergenic. The 7 of them are gonna come out and help you get situated.
You have 7 roommates?
Great, she's a talker.
Oh, don't be such a rotten apple.
Sorry to bombard you there, miss.
All of you live in that tiny cottage?
Does it look like we take up that much space, lady?
Here is a towel and a bar of sudsy lard.
I hope that means soap.
I'm Rory. Top of the morning to you.
I'm Ryder.
Regan.
I'm Rami.
Dr. Richard, if you please.
River here.
And of course you've met Reggie.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
Hi-ho. It's seasonal allergies. I'm not contagious, I promise.
Well, I guess I'm off to the well. Okay, Amelia, be cool. It's your 7 short roommates, all who have unique personalities, totally normal, and we'll just skim over the fact that the guy called Charming, Your Highness, in town. There has to be a logical explanation to all of this because there is no way a wishing well vortex sucked you into the very stories you were wishing away. I wish. Oh, what the... Okay, everything's okay. I'm totally at the point in my life where I can be on a first name basis with the princes and princesses of my childhood. I can handle this. This is probably how Jason Momoa felt when he started dating Lisa Bonet. I'll just go back to the cottage and, what did Charmy say? Borrow a raven to send word to Beau.
Hey. And I'm telling this broad Zell, I get the guy likes your hair long, but sweetie, if you need a tower just to house your split ends, you've crossed into fetish territory.
Money can't buy you class, darling.
That's nothing, B. I once met this traveler posing as a commoner in some night tavern. Rags and all, but clearly royal blood on the run. You know the type. Told me her ex pretended to do a kingdom-wide search, throwing capital funds all over the place just so he had an excuse to put a shoe on every lady's foot.
All those hoes! It's simply unsanitary!
Let's refrain from kink shaming, shall we? Imagine what people would say about our situation.
Hello?
Amelia, get your arse in here and grab a draft of ale.
Oh, hello!
There's this local horde of elves who own a brewery down the lane. Best little red lager you ever tasted. Come on, join us.
Thanks, Blanche.
Call me B.
Is Prince Charming around?
You mean PC?
Only commoners call him by his full name.
And ironically, in my world, referring to the underprivileged as commoners would not be PC.
You're a weird chick, you know that, right?
I only understand about 20% of what this broad says.
Oh, so you're grumpy.
Take that back, lady.
Bless you, Sneezy.
Have you been taking your prednisone, Regan? Or should I write you another RX?
Classic dog.
Don't pick on my husbands like that, Miss Amelia.
Oh, bashful. I'm not... Wait, husbands?
Now you done it.
Oh, shucks.
Give the lady a chance. Some parts of the kingdom are becoming pretty progressive.
You all are in a 7-way polyamorous relationship with each other? Well, that certainly wasn't in the story.
What story? What is this story you keep blabbing about?
Your story, your fairy tale.
Huh?
I'm in storybook land, and you are clearly Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
I was like, Snow who?
Snow White and the Seven Dwarves?
What in Dragon's Breath are you talking about?
Oop, ale went straight to her head.
Storybook land? God, that's so clearly made up. We're in Second Kingdom, Amelia.
So you're telling me you've never been in a glass coffin? Awoken by true love's kiss?
Glass coffin? Like on purpose?
You have no idea how you've contributed to consent culture. It's terrifying.
Actually, come to think of it, I might have met a broad by the name of Snow White. Survived a nasty attack by some relative. Happily married now.
But if you weren't stranded in a glass box in the middle of the woods, how did you meet Charmy?
Well,
Just tell her, B. We can always claim she's madder than a hatter later.
Ooh, in my world, we give mental illness its due respect. So let's nip that sort of chat in the bud, please.
Girl, I've been trying to prescribe him an SSRI for years.
I don't like swallowing pills.
We have 6 husbands. There have been plenty of nights we've all swallowed things we don't like.
Oh, Blanche, continue.
I saved PC from a vicious troll attack. Trolls are a notoriously angry bunch. Not that I like to stereotype, but I cut across their bridge every time I walk home from Bella. Well, I was walking, okay? And if you don't have the toll, those snaggle-toothed losers can get pretty intense.
3 of those beasts against Blanche. She's an excellent swordsman.
PC had been visiting the Muffin Man in Andalusia.
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man.
He suffers from terrible celiac disease, but the lure of a gingerbread mini-muffin with maple glaze? Oh, it's understandable why PC would make the trip across the bridge and take the risk.
Thank goodness we were crossing at the same moment. Who knows what fate would have befallen him?
I'm a beautiful blonde man.
Please? Wait, so you saved PC?
I'm always saving that guy.
Of course, none of this can ever get out, Amelia.
Can you imagine? The kingdom would go mad. Trolls crossing was just the first time. PC won't condone physical violence of any sort.
Please don't hurt me. I just wanted muffins. Get off of him.
After that, my betrothal to PC was arranged.
That story is so sweet. And now you're like totally in love, right?
PC is... This isn't about PC, Amelia. It's just complicated to be a woman in these parts. That might be hard for you to understand.
What Blanche is trying to say is that Second Kingdom has some backwoods nutters that can't wrap their head around a lady on the throne.
In my world, same page. You should see what they do to you if you wear a pantsuit.
And you don't have trolls?
Well, actually.
All in all, I'm very lucky. PC is kind and thoughtful and handsome. I don't blame my father for arranging the marriage. Not one bit.
Ooh, your father's still alive? You're not an orphan?
Of course he is. Why would you assume otherwise?
Where I'm from, badass fairy tale characters are all orphaned. Though I suppose badass real-life royals struggle with family, too. We have this one princess, or duchess, or well, I guess she's a commoner now. That doesn't sound right. It's complicated, and her name is Megan.
Yeah, right. You're from a very different world, that's clear. But while you're here, I consider you a subject of Second Kingdom, and when my subjects need help, it's my job to make sure they receive it. Let's get you home. I'd be happy to utilize every resource at my disposal.
Well, hold on a second.
Bird! Hey! Time to flip-flop! Wake up!
Jeez, that's loud. She can't sing a lovely little tune to make them come?
Sing? What is it with this lady?
What up, birds? That's Amelia.
Well, hold on. Where's Charmy?
He's down by the stream where the pot of magical mushrooms grow. He'll probably have his quill and likely be writing.
Writing?
Apparently, he felt particularly inspired.
The birds will arrange to fly you home. I imagine the journey is long, so the
I could stay. Hear me out. I have lived my life trying to be you.
Those stories of yours have nothing to do with me. I told you.
Look, you have to admit, the similarities are undeniable. Like your tattoo.
Amelia, focus! I am Princess B of Second Kingdom. Don't steal my independence because you assume you know who I am based on some crusty old pages. If you decide what I should be, you might miss what's right in front of you.
You're living your own totally badass fairy tale with a man who loves you to boot. And that's the dream. I have spent my life studying princesses.
Excuse me.
Not you, okay, but how to dress like one, how to act like one, even how to love like one.
I doubt you know how I love Amelia.
So show me. You have Prince Charming and a happy ending, and you beat up trolls whenever you feel like it?
What of it?
I just get blocked on Tinder and my Twitter suspended. You're inspirational. I'd come to resent true love. Women are taught to focus on different priorities in my world.
What are women taught to focus on in your world?
God, I've never had to put into words. I suppose freedom, autonomy, achievement.
Can you teach me that?
Are you sure? Like I said, one bad pantsuit and...
I have grand aspirations for my time on the throne, but it's not that simple. I'm expected to be silent and demure, and Amelia, I'd be locked in a tower faster than an elf fart can clear a room. If the kingdom knew how I spoke behind closed doors, how fond I am of a drink, or honestly, how awesome of a dancer I am. I need my kingdom to trust in me instead of their king.
Let me stay just a little longer.
This broad, I swear.
I'll help you fulfill your political aspirations, and you'll help me find my happy ending?
Yeah, great.
B, could we have a moment?
Give
us some space, lady.
Clear a space, all.
But if only I could...
We'll circle back, sir.
Cool.
You're not the love I thought I'd find, tough like a dragon, but you're still mine. But you're still mine. When I smell glad... You can't smell glad, you idiot. Okay. From the top.
Boo!
Zoots! Sorry.
Quite a potty mouth, Charmy.
Did Blanche send you for me? She usually sends her birds. Ah! And there they are. Oh, hello, Odessa. I love what you've done with your feathers.
Actually, she's in council with the R's.
The R's?
You know, Reggie,
Oh,
Richard.
you mean the allegories.
That's their last name? God, I love this place.
Yeah, they're all thick as thieves. And don't worry, the only thing they'll steal is your sense of belonging.
That doesn't sound like an easy situation to marry into.
Nothing is really easy when it comes to me and Blanche.
But you love her, right? She's your happily ever after.
Yeah, Blanche is lovely, and she is probably my best friend.
And everyone dreams of marrying their best friend.
Oh, sorry, What is it, Odessa? Oh, she says there is an insecure pineapple in the goblin hut.
What now?
Oh, apologies. There is a dangerous stranger approaching the cottage. This dialect of bird has a lot of nuance in the translation. I'm a bit rusty. Blanche, on the other hand, is a genius with bird languages.
Charmy, what are we waiting for? To the cottage! Keep up, Charmy! Gosh, don't they have cardio in Second Kingdom? How can you slay a beast or...
Slay a beast? No, that's far too bloody. I faint at the sight of it.
Shh! Hey, look over there. Do you know her? She seems to be peeking in all of Bee's windows.
I can't say that I do. She seems harmless enough. A simple old beggar came for a handout or to peddle her wares.
In a dark-hooded cloak? I'm not so sure. Something feels pretty off.
Come, Amelia. It is much better to lead with trust and get burned than to burn yourself by not trusting.
Want an apple?
Tell you what, there's a door around the back. Sneak in there and I'll meet you inside.
Yes, Your Highness.
Was that supposed to be a curtsy?
I regretted it immediately.
She's a stranger, Bee. She may think she wants to help, but...
Something has to change, Reggie. We can't stay hidden in these woods.
Shh. It's me. Charmy's outside. I think there's a witch.
Amelia, I've made my decision.
Wait, really?
Telling you, it's a bad idea, Bee.
Reggie, stop, all right? What does PC always say? It's much better to lead with trust and get burned than it...
Burn yourself by not trusting.
Yeah, exactly.
Your funeral.
We are happy to have you, Amelia. Okay, so I am happy to have you stay with us here in Second Kingdom, Amelia, and guide you towards your happy ending and what it means to really be a princess.
Oh, yes! Oh, thank you!
Okay. On the condition that you educate me in the precepts of your kingdom, freedom, autonomy, and achievement, so that I may lead my country as the ruler it deserves instead of the disarray it's fallen into. We got a deal?
Oh my gosh, are you kidding? Deal. I love that. I can't wait. This is going to be like a living makeover montage, but severely less problematic.
Great. Okay, don't make me over. Now that that's settled, there is something that I think you should know.
What did that bird just drop on Reggie's head?
A news scroll? See the wax seal? How it's red? That means it's going to everyone in the kingdom.
Oh, like a winged emergency broadcast system. Gosh, even the bad news is cute here.
All right, we interrupt your merry day to inform Second Kingdom of some disturbing news. Oh, this should be good.
Give that here. Early this morning, the evil queen Grisella broke out of Tom Thumb prison and is currently on the loose. Please keep in mind that she is a master of disguise. No one is safe. Stay inside and well guarded.
Yeah, that complicates things, Amelia.
Already on it. I'm guessing this Grisella lady is really your stepmom and has an evil plot to squash your right to the crown.
What? Why are you assuming so much about my family?
Ha! See what happens when you trust. That beggar woman outside just gave me this whole basket of fruit for free. I mean, come on. Have you ever seen fruit this ripe and this red?
No. Are those apples? Charmy, no way! Drop the basket now! I know how this story ends! Get away from the apples!
Amelia!
What did I just say about trusting people? Come on.
Trust me! That beggar wasn't a beggar at all. She was the evil queen, and those apples she just gave you are poison! Give them here!
I will not!
I don't think you can say beggar anymore, Amelia.
Trust me, organic or not, an apple should not be that round, juicy, and delicious. Not even in Second Kingdom.
Those are his apples.
Okay, Amelia, well, look in the mirror. No human from another kingdom or not should be that paranoid and afraid of the gifts of others.
Ooh, nice, PC.
Thank you, I thought so.
Oh, come on.
Amelia, I command you to stop this instance. Here, PC, enjoy your apples.
But...
Amelia, if you want to stick around and learn from me, then stop acting like a know-it-all.
Thank you, my love.
Please don't bite the apple. Please.
Amelia, look at this. You need to learn to believe in people and...
Oh, your breath. What is happening? What are you doing? You're looking for attention right now, and I'm not going to give it to you. It's disgusting. Wipe your mouth.
Oh my God! Charmy!
swear, who's gonna clean
Why
this up?
must I be so well informed? Curse my overeducated love of fables and tales. I'm such a Cassandra.
Who's Cassandra?
Greek mythology? She saw the future, but no one believed her. Never mind. Blanche, what do we do?
Sorry. Yeah, yes.
Blanche, we need a doctor. I don't know, a mythical spell or potion or...
Those things take days to track down. But I know a guy that sells those glass coffins you like so
Reggie,
much.
that is enough. Richard, could you,
Doc, of course. How could I forget? Bless you and your tiny stethoscope.
Of course. Clear a space, all.
It's poison, I'm telling you.
His pupils aren't dilated. No signs of blood pooling in his extremities. This doesn't look like any poison I've seen. Looks like his windpipe is blocked.
That hooded beggar was Grisella in disguise. She poisoned that apple hoping Blanche would eat it.
Why in the world would Grisella do that?
Stand back. I'm going to attempt the Heimlich.
No, you're wasting precious time.
Amelia, step away. Richard, go ahead.
1, 2, and 3.
Charmy! Charmy, oh thank God! Are you okay?
I'm fine, Amelia. Truly. See? You just have to trust.
I don't understand.
Oh, well, it's all my fault. The apple was just stuck down there.
Gag reflex on this guy. Ugh.
Thank goodness for Richard's quick thinking.
Hi-ho. All in a day's work.
Wait, so this was all just an oversized piece of fruit? No poison? No magic antidote?
Just a kind beggar woman offering some fruit for our new guest.
All PC needs is a bit of rest and to take smaller bites. Come along, PC. I'll walk you to the bedroom. Get a few winks in before tonight.
Blanche, I'm so sorry, but you have to understand the apples, the cloaked beggar, the choking misdirect.
Everyone calm down.
You realize that he could have died?
I do. That's why I was trying so hard to help. It was awful seeing him lying there, helpless. My heart was thumping so hard. I thought Richard might have to save me next. I can't imagine what you must have been going through.
Me? Oh, yeah. Yes. What you said. The heart thumps.
Are you feeling okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're acting a little off.
I'm fine. It's been a long morning, okay? I think we could all use a rest. After all, we've got a big night ahead of us.
Oh, why? What is it? A battle? A ball?
Actually, yes. A ball. Of sorts. Hurry up, Amelia. It's already midnight. We don't want to miss the start of the ball or your first lesson.
I'm trying, Your Highness. It's not exactly easy to run in a gown. Thanks for letting me borrow, by the way. It's like out of a dream.
Oh, yeah, no problem. I never wear those things except when I absolutely have to.
They are hard to get on. So many layers.
Yeah.
I'd assume as a princess, you'd honestly just have some style fairy who just bippity bops it on.
Bippity what? Oh, well, Lucinda is booked out months in advance, and honestly, she's a bit of a gossip monger. I hope you don't feel too overdressed tonight.
Oh, never. I just hope you don't feel underdressed.
Why? We're here.
What's the password?
Free Grisella.
Wait, what? I have to admit, I was picturing candelabras, grand staircases, golden carriages with tiny mice at the wheel, and lots of eligible bachelors.
Oh! The lights are flashing. We better sit down before it starts.
Sure.
Thank you! Thank you! Louder, louder. Yes. Everybody loves my babies, but my babies don't love nobody but me. Nobody but me and he.
Wow, that lady has a great voice. It's so sultry.
Look a little closer.
Is that? No. Is that Richard up there? In a wig? In high heels? Wait, is this a drag ball?
Richard's a regular.
I've got 6 other pairs of hands, that's why everybody...
I love this. This is the kind of magic I've never read about in my books. And I've read the original translation.
Sadly, a lot of folks in Second Kingdom think the magic is the dark one. You see the bartender?
Boy.
The one with a hook for a hand?
Sure.
Guess all that pirating didn't lead him to a lucrative retirement.
Actually, he's disabled from a work-related incident sustained in the King's Navy.
Dance break lovers.
But once they found out his first mate was actually his mate, they cut off all the support he was legally entitled to, as well as his hand. So now he's here serving his community to make ends meet.
Wow.
Sleeping Beauty can't compare, 'cause I've got 40 twinks, that's why.
These people, my people, they're mistreated in my world, completely rewritten in yours. And as for me,
That's my husband.
Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you. I can see those faces out there, thirsty for more than just sugar plum fairy cocktails.
This could not get any
Yes, queen.
Amelia, I am trying to tell you something. Look, about PC and I,
And now, I would like to introduce a literal prince among men. You know him, you love him, you've seen his face on your money. The irreplaceable Prince Charming!
Did we just say shucks?
it'd be annoying if it weren't completely genuine.
You really care about the guy, don't you?
Open mouth.
How could I not?
So, when's the big day?
Oh, in a little over a week.
Really? Could I come?
Just a moment, guys. I'm so sorry. I forgot to tune this bad boy.
I always assumed a prince would be suave and debonair.
You assume a lot, don't you? Hasn't anything I've been sharing sunk in?
I'm sorry, Blanche. This morning with the apple and the poison, I can be relentless.
I like relentless. I do. It's just I like it when it comes to missions and goals or battles. I mean, come on, it's the trait of some of our best warriors. You can't achieve the impossible if you aren't at least half mad, right?
Does anybody have any water?
Amelia, right? You can't achieve
it's really
it?
dry up here. It's worse than a night in Agrabah, am I right?
I love it.
But you can't be relentless when it comes to people. We're resilient, but I guess we're all kind of like bowstrings. Pluck us, then we'll snap back, but pull us too far and...
You break. I hear you.
You keep saying that, Amelia, but you keep on clinging to what you think you know instead of accepting what's right in front of you.
That's not true. I am constantly telling the children at my store the truth of stories. Stories like yours.
But are you doing that because you actually want to know the truth about something or someone? Or because you want to be right about everything?
Cut me a little slack, B.
Bring it up to the stage.
Books are so much easier than people. They have a structure, a plot.
But aren't your favorite characters the ones who surprise you?
I'll try to stop pulling. I promise.
Boom! You've completed lesson 1 to find your happy ending.
Really? Hey, not to be whatever about it, but did you really bring bow and arrow to a drag show?
Don't worry about it. They're my dress arrows.
All right, Second Kingdom. This is a tune I wrote just this morning for a lady I am so deeply enchanted by.
Is that a dog?
I'll be right back.
But your song, you're being wooed.
You're not the love I thought I'd find, tough like a dragon, but you're still mine. When I smell bad, well, Valentine.
Hey, Blanche!
Go back to the table, Amelia. This doesn't concern you.
Charmy's singing that song for you. You can't just walk out on him. He's pouring his heart out up there. I'd kill to have someone do that for me. What's lesson number 2? Ignore your own Prince Charming?
I'm the princess. I can do whatever I want. And I'm getting a little tired of being told by a commoner that I can't.
You've been acting so weird since Charmy woke up. Get whatever it is off your chest. Now just come back to the table. Can you imagine the pain you're causing him by just walking away?
Yes, I can.
Okay, is there a sea witch in the building? Because I need that dog to lose his voice.
Heart thumps.
Sorry, what?
Yeah. This morning, you said to me when Charmy passed out that your heart thumped so hard you thought Richard might need to save you next.
First of all, I don't sound like that, and your ability to recall text is uncanny.
I felt nothing. Nothing at all.
What do you mean?
When Charmy fell, nothing.
Okay, well, I mean, we all cope differently. Don't punish yourself.
Well, maybe I felt one thing.
Agony, despair, a deep hole only a pint of Ben & Jerry's could fill.
Relief, Amelia. I felt relief.
What the?
Testing. Sorry about that, everybody. Sorry.
Oh, fuck.
Who is that?
The Big Bad Wolves, the worst criminal syndicate in all of the Second Kingdom.
Good evening, you ladies. Delicious, Jack.
What are they doing here?
The Allegory started a neighborhood watch years ago. They busted a bunch of their crew selling this black market fairy dust. Really potent stuff.
Sorry to interrupt the performance or whatnot, but if you could all point me to those 7 little assholes, my pack and I would be much obliged.
Stop, boy, you want some of these claws? Get out of the way!
Yeah. You force my hand to huff and a puff and a blow yous all away.
Stop this instant.
Amelia!
Bold. I like that. I like this broad I once knew. Pretty little thing who wore a cape. Know what I did to her?
Let me guess. Ate her grandma, wore her PJs, then ate her after.
Oh, lady. That's pretty dark. I just framed a dad for embezzlement and ensured her college savings were turned over to the IRS.
I'm still not afraid, because we have a secret weapon.
What are you doing?
Oh, yeah? What would that be?
The brave, gallant knight, Prince Charming.
Who, me? Me?
Oh, Amelia, what have you done?
What?
This skinny Weisenheimer is your secret weapon?
Pardon?
Woo, I'm shaking in my paws.
Oh, dear.
All right, boys. You heard the lady? Let's see what this little blue fairy can do.
Oh, zoots.
Where are those 7 little pricks, your highness? Give them up or I've got a space in my stomach for you next to a granny I ate this afternoon with a fine Chianti.
So he does eat grandmas. I knew it.
He's going to get eaten alive. Why would you even think to depend on him to save us?
He's the prince. Wasn't he raised to take down bad guys and defend the kingdom?
Did you not hear the troll story? The only thing I've seen him slay is a 3-piece suit.
I don't know. The words just flew out of my mouth.
Okay.
What have I done? Is this what internalized bias is? Did I just become a member of the patriarchy?
I demand that this madness cease.
Oh, God.
Okay, you know what? Let's all gather in a feeling circle. How about that? We can depend on good old sharing our feelings to resolve this, right? Here, okay. Whoever holds the ukulele can speak. Mr. Big Bad, is it? Would you like to go first?
Sure, kid. Yeah, hand it over.
Did he just smash his ukulele?
Okay. I can see that we need to take a step back and start with some anger management techniques. Do you all know what a cleansing breath is?
I have to save him.
Did you also bring a sword?
Don't worry, it's my
sword. Of course, I got it.
PC, get Amelia out of here. Go find safety.
But what about the allegories?
They will be fine. They can take care of themselves.
And I can't?
I said leave now.
Is this about the trolls again?
What did Doc say? I can't understand you when you whine.
I was trying to de-escalate the situation.
Okay.
Something that Doc said is a strength of mine. Okay?
Don't talk at me. Don't talk at me. Okay?
I apologize.
I apologize too.
Let me help. How do these arrows work? I can stab out wolf eyes.
Just take PC's hand and get out of here. You have done enough.
Oh God, thank you for stabbing ice on an awful. Kick some tail, princess. Charmy, take my hand.
But they're everywhere.
Don't worry, we'll save you. Well, mostly Blanche will save us, but I'm feeling really cool right now, so let's not ruin this moment of empowerment.
Okay. All right. Well then, let's away, Lady Amelia.
Up.
Yeah.
Oh my word, Charmy, what a rush! Did you see her dress sword and her dress arrows, throwing punches at those bulls. She was unstoppable. It was just like if Keira Knightley were Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean, or if Robin Wright became Mandy Patinkin in The Princess Bride, or, I guess just like Uma Thurman just being herself in Kill Bill.
I suppose I don't have the same constitution as you both. All that fighting in Fur Shed seems so unreasonable and unnecessary to me. And Second Kingdom can't seem to understand the wonders of releasing the heart chakra, no matter how many guided meditations I host.
I wish there were more of you in the world. My world, Charmy.
If only everyone felt the way you did.
What do you mean?
I fear my betrothed doesn't think I'm up to scratch to lead. And based on tonight's performance, I certainly won't be by the time our big day comes.
What was that?
It must be the big bad wolves retreating from Blanche in the brawl at the fairy ballroom.
We better get off the road. I've imagined my own death several times, and it has never included being swallowed whole by a fairytale wolf, so I could cut myself out from the inside.
Ugh. I must say, milady, you might have one of the darkest imaginations I have ever encountered.
Well, when it's fed with stories about witches eating children in houses made of gingerbread before the age of 6, the young mind develops in interesting ways.
You hear that? It's the bubbling of Fire Lake just ahead. If we cut across, we could stay out of sight and make it to the cottage before sunrise.
Is that when you turn back into a pumpkin?
I'm sorry?
Up.
Yeah!
Are you sure it's safe? This rowboat looks mighty rustic to me.
Safer than a pack of rabid wolves looking for revenge.
I made such a mess of everything. You should have heard Blanche tonight. The minute she taught me my first lesson, I turn around and fall into the very stereotype she was trying to subvert.
Which stereotype was that?
That princes are powerful and will save the day, while princesses are helpless and need to be saved.
Oh, I see. At the risk of falling into the other male stereotype of constantly needing my ego stroked, that was a bit hard to hear.
I'm really sorry, but maybe your form of saving is different. Here you are, rowing me away from danger and doing the most courageous thing of the night, sharing your authentic feelings when you know it will be hard for the person you're telling to hear.
Maybe.
Look, for whatever it's worth, it's been a while since I met a guy who was so in touch with his feelings. Hearing you speak, knowing there are guys like you out there, that's another way you've saved me tonight.
Thank you. But Blanche is right. I'm not a warrior. I've never even wanted to be one. It makes zero sense to me. When you raise children and they hit each other, you say, "Stop that. Use your words." But when we're adults, we suddenly think it's righteous to settle disagreements with a fist or a sword.
I've never heard it articulated so well.
Well, I mean, you would have if you saw my one-man show in high school. It was called Namaste No to Violence.
You did it.
Yeah, I was the laughingstock of Charming Academy that year.
Well, at least your family owns the school.
Oh, because of the Charming? No, Charming is a common last name for a royal prince.
Of course, like Smith or Jones.
There's a monotony to being charming.
I think we're all just desperate to feel safe. And how each of us feels safe is completely different. Like, for Blanche, that means conquering a ballroom full of growling mafioso canines.
Okay. So what about you?
What makes me feel safe? Honestly, control. I am a complete control freak. In fact, I think that's why I opened a bookstore.
You opened a bookstore?
Yeah, so?
No, I've never met a lady who operated her own business before. And a bookstore. I mean, that must be why you're so interesting and intelligent and quick.
Please stop.
No, Lady Amelia, I apologize if I upset you, but I was trying to pay you a compliment. What's the matter?
You don't want to know what's the matter with me. Trust me, the story does not pass the Bechdel test.
Well, no offense to Lady Bechdel, but yes, I do. And not just because we have an entire lake to cross.
Oh boy. Well, he had frosted tips, spiked hair, and a face like Eric Von Detten.
I wish I knew what any of those details meant, but nonetheless, your capacity for conjuring a scene
Team
is...
Poppin' Suds? Oh, if you ever visit me in my world, we need a made-for-TV movie marathon.
I would love to visit you in your world.
Long story short, I fell in love with a boy, and the boy fell in love with my conventionally beautiful best friend.
Oof, that is painful, even in this world. But we do have potions for that.
I couldn't change who I was with magic, Charmy. So I read every book I could find that led to a happy ending for its female protagonist. Kind to animals, beautiful singing voice, a tragic backstory, but without the complex PTSD that followed them into adulthood. And I got to work trying to transform myself into them. I knew how every story ended and what the characters did to get there. If I could do that, then I knew I would finally be the one who deserved to be loved. And then, something deeply tragic happened.
Oh, I know. You were forced to battle your evil twin. Oh, no. An endless winter plagued your kingdom. Oh, did a sorceress curse your best friend to live as a cricket for the rest of his life?
Worse. The narrative changed. Oh no.
Here, take my jacket.
Thank you. You're a prince.
I really am. Check my birth scroll.
So then, Charmy, somewhere in my 20s, love stories changed. And instead of the leading ladies being demure, helpless, and the perfect stay-at-home princess, it was actually attractive to be educated, effortlessly witty, and empowered by this overwhelming sense of self.
But, Amelia, you are all of those things.
I could have been, but I spent years training myself to play the role of princess, and I grew resentful. I was raised to find a prince by society. Then society changes its mind and tells me I have to be my unique self to find my happily ever after? How can I do that when my whole life I was taught to be who everyone else wanted? I don't even know how to start being myself. I'm not even sure I know what I like, what I want, who I am.
If it helps, I do know a certain magic mirror. He'll tell you exactly who you are.
How far are we from home? I need to talk to Blanche. She was trying to tell me something tonight. It could be the key to figuring out who I am.
Amelia, please, sit down. It's not safe. Besides, do you hear yourself? You just proclaimed you need to find out who you are, and your solution is to ask Blanche?
I heard Blanche belch publicly while wearing trousers. That girl is evolved.
That lady is putting the needs of her kingdom above her own happiness.
What do you mean above her own happiness? She has you, and you're literally Prince Charming.
Oh, you are brilliant, Amelia, and yet the subtext has evaded you?
You're just angry she left during the song you wrote for her, and I know that sucked. I tried to stop her, but...
Oh, you daft, beautiful woman. I wrote that song for you. Ugh!
Did you just toss our oars away?
I did.
Are we anywhere near?
Not even close.
Can we dive in, swim ashore?
It's called Fire Lake, Amelia. I just don't know. This is bad.
This is so bad.
Are we referring to the state of water or the fact that I'm simply mad for my betrothed's new best friend and I can't stop writing about her?
Do you really think Blanche considers me her new best friend?
Okay, I wrote this poem for you. Just listen. Lady Amelia, with hair that shines like gold, eyes as deep as the ocean, a face like the porcelain moon, a full moon in the sky, up so high in the sky. Okay, you know what? It's a work in progress. Just, Amelia, I love you, okay? I love you. You are my true love. That is what I'm trying to say, okay? Please say something.
But you don't even know me.
I don't. Sure, you may be different. You may have a third act I completely disagree with, or a character trait I find absolutely unbearable. But Amelia, you're the first story that I've wanted to see through till the very end in a long time.
What's happening?
Shh. Do you hear that? I thought it was only a legend.
What? What's happening? Are those fireflies? Where's that music coming from? Did we die? Is this death?
Golden sparklers! Well, they say when a true declaration of love is made and received, the golden sparklers will surround the couple and guide them towards happiness.
The boat is moving. Why is the boat moving? Charmy, make it stop.
Amelia, I'm here. Just give in.
This moment isn't mine. Those words, these golden sparkly whatevers, this is all for Blanche.
I know that you're my story, Amelia.
I can't kiss my princess's prince.
Amelia, there's something that you need to hear.
I'm sorry, Charmy, I can't.
If you would just come back to the cottage with me, and we can find Blanche, and together we will explain everything.
No, Charmy, I can't go back there.
Amelia, I implore you.
Goodbye, Prince Charming.
What? Amelia, wait!
And they all lived happily ever after.
I'm exposing them to a new perspective.
All it does is waste my time and yours.
Amelia?
So if it doesn't have a happy ending, then it's not a fairy tale.
Fairy tales don't have to be all princess and princesses.
You're a witch. You're a witch. You're a witch.
Hey there, Polly. I have to set things right. Ugh. Hup. Come on, Polly. We've been searching the main streets of Second Kingdom for hours.
What was she doing out of the kitchen?
Somehow my hair is dry and frizzy, although my gown is still soaking wet. There has to be a bookstore around here somewhere. I know that's where I'll find my answers. Door with a quill. Nice find, girl. I'll take it. Hi there. Hi. Wow, am I glad I found you. I'm having a sort of quarter-life crisis. Actually, I guess in this world it's a full-on midlife crisis. Sorry, I'm nervous. Am I sweating? Anyway, anytime I'm feeling a bit upstream, I turn to books. So I figured this would be the place.
Oi! Didn't I see you at Fairy Ballroom last night?
Mm-hmm.
You know, this bookstore is only for very desperate times. Complete lost souls. And my second job is to tend bars, so I know what I'm talking about.
Hook? What are you doing here?
Who is Hook? My name is Corky O'Taggern 3 Sheets McCoy. I transcribe these texts myself. It's a pretty tough gig with one hand, but I get the job done. Our library is huge. Especially considering most of us don't read.
Ah, of course. A literacy initiative. Blanche should absolutely...
You know Princess B?
She told me your story.
Oh, man. Sure, I lost my hand serving my kingdom, and once they found out who I slept next to at night, they took away my benefits and my retirement, but...
You must have been furious.
Aye, of course. Once I was a captain of the highest rank, now I sling ale, work 2 jobs, and dole out free advice to weirdos. No offense.
I get it. Is it the gown?
Yeah, mostly. But look at that guy in the corner over there, browsing our creative ways to punish female children section. Has 12 daughters. Locks them in their room every night, and then each morning they come downstairs and their shoes are all worn down to the soles.
Have him lock the windows and check for a trapdoor.
Aye.
Trust me.
Or that lady over there in the gardening section. Her son has sold their last milk cow for beans. Total ripoff. The guy told him they were magic.
You should tell her to invest in a high-quality axe pronto.
Maybe you should have this job.
I kind of already have this job. People are usually good at giving others advice when they have no idea how to help themselves.
Listen, people are gonna do what people are gonna do. I try to remember that. Look, I don't think you're gonna find what you're looking for in any of these books here. But if you can keep a secret, a low profile, and a stiff drink down, I think I know the woman who can help you.
Welcome to the castle of the evil queen, babe.
Grisella?
I'll make you an apple martini. martini. Only way to drink. You've heard they're poison, aren't they? Here, I'll drink it first. One of my better batches.
Well...
Bottoms up, bitch.
Okay.
Good girl.
So you're just in the habit of making apple martinis for all the strangers who knock on your door?
Dearest child, no one knocks on my door. You're either incredibly stupid, incredibly brave, or incredibly interesting. And I figured it was worth the time it takes to have a drink to find out.
Ooh! Woo! Wow. Maybe people think these martinis are poison because you put far too much vodka in them.
You're right. They're deadly. Want a tour?
Yes, please, Mrs. Evil Queen.
Please, it's Miss Evil Queen. I haven't been married in years. Keep up.
Mind if I take notes?
As long as you're not a reporter, and I'm not gonna read about this on some raven later this week. God, there's so many better ways to make a cash grab.
I own a bookshop in a place called New York City, The Dragon's Tale.
A friend of mine can turn into a dragon. The upkeep is expensive, but her stories are priceless. You gotta hear these things. She almost burned down her own castle once.
Does she happen to have a stepdaughter with a narcolepsy problem?
Okay. Yes, now I'm getting it. From another world, with an excessive yet misplaced knowledge of this one. I see now. You must have fallen through that vortex that connects us to the real world. Sorry I didn't pick up on that sooner. I've been in prison. The brain fog really piles up. Oh, shoot. Ow, we've gone too far. I guess no tour today. Still getting used to this ankle monitor. It's so drab. Matches nothing in my closet.
Ankle monitor? But I thought you broke out and were plotting revenge on Blanche.
Oh, B. How is she? She must be falling to bits with her wedding coming up in what, a week? B doesn't belong in this world either, you know.
She's the heartbeat of this world. That's why I'm here, actually. Since I landed in this kingdom, it's become clear that I'm not cut out to be the princess I've always wanted to be. I am here to embrace my true essence and my destiny. I am not the hero of my own story. I'm the villain.
No.
But why not? Didn't you hear what I just told you?
You're wearing pearls and carrying a notepad. I think the kingdom can sleep easy at night.
Isn't that a bit reductive?
So is the word villain. And you're throwing it around like fairytales.
But...
Child, I fear this is beyond fixing with a stiff drink.
I can never be Blanche's true friend, not after what I've done. The only way to help her is to become the nemesis that she will conquer, so as to gain the experience and make her the queen she's meant to be.
You tend to drone on, and my attention span only exists for things that I value.
Please.
Okay, fine. If you're determined, let me get the story straight. You kissed your friend's fiancé, and your first impulse is not to apologize or have a conversation, but to become her arch-nemesis and dedicate your life to committing girl-on-girl hate, which will diminish you and inevitably strengthen her.
I mean, I don't love the lens you threw on that, but... Why are you laughing? Is something sinister and evil about to happen?
Do you know why they started calling me the Evil Queen?
Ooh, yeah, you killed someone's father in an attempt to usurp the throne. Then another woman's beauty threatened you, so you...
Child, stop. I didn't kill anyone. And what have I got to be threatened by? I was married to a king from another kingdom, but I always felt like there was this part of me, my potential, I wasn't tapping into. I loved sitting in on palace council meetings and helping the royal bursar work his numbers, so I chose to leave my role as queen and attend graduate school in finance, which led to a rather lucrative career playing the royal stock market. I left the king, moved out of his castle, bought my own, and built a life for myself. The more my net worth climbed, the more rumors spread that I had nefarious power.
Sorry, that was a lot.
Well, I was doing exactly what the greatest men of these kingdoms were being applauded for, while I was labeled a menace. Then they tacked the word evil onto my name. God, you should have heard the whispers when I traded my own gowns for well-tailored pantsuits.
But what about prison?
Well, no one's perfect. There may have been a few incidents of insider trading, we all do it, but I served my time and eventually cut a deal to come back home and help the royal financiers balance their books. There was this whole Free Grisella movement that was driving the royal DA insane.
But the Raven said...
Do you know how much Raven circulation increases when they have a story about me misbehaving? If the kingdom needs to call me evil to feel comfortable with my success, that's on them.
I don't know if it's the martinis, but my head is spinning. So, you're not the villain.
Was my whole epiphanic monologue not clear enough?
Fine, so if turning evil isn't an option, then what can I do to set things right?
Would you like to stay to figure that out? I can't go anywhere, and I think you could use some time away. My stylist is coming later this week, so we could get you out of that gown.
That sounds fair.
Of course. I'm the fairest of them all.
Bippity boppity boots!
Oh.
Bippity boppity boots!
Oh my God. No.
Bippity boppity burgundy!
Oh, no, Lucinda. Amelia is a modern woman, a business owner, an entrepreneur.
Grizzy, how many times do I have to tell you? Trust my process.
Rosella, this past week has been amazing. And you have been so generous. The mani-pedi.
Doesn't Tink do an incredible job with cuticles?
And the poolside seaweed wrap.
Traveling through a vortex really builds up those toxins.
Not to mention the aquatic bodywork with the frog prince.
Overcharges, but he gets results.
But I can't help but wonder all this day drinking and lazing about is helping me come any closer to making things right with Blanche.
Are you talking about Princess B? Picky customer. Her wedding is tomorrow, and I still can't get her into the hand-spun golden dress that Rumpelstiltskin handmade.
Doesn't he only trade gold for, like, the promise of your firstborn child?
It was the chance to style a royal wedding, Amelia. Don't judge me.
Oh.
You didn't hear this from me, but I heard Blanche has been inconsolable all week, locked in her chambers.
Oh no, this must be because I kissed Charmy.
You kissed Prince Charming? Amelia, how was he? Was it wet? He seems like a man things could get sloppy with. Oh, that's my cue. Grizzy, I'll invoice you, babes.
Lucinda, but my look.
Amelia, my wand works to enhance your inner beauty. Your looks are a mess because you are a mess, okay? Toodles, Grizzy. I'm off to dine with the goose that lays those golden eggs. She squawks all through dinner, but ooh, she just leaves those things lying around. Best party favors. Bippity boppity. Bye, girls.
That Lucinda is such a character.
You literally are all characters. That's what I've been saying.
Yes, Amelia. Let me validate how right you are for the millionth time this week.
And Blanche, she must just be sitting there thinking about me and that kiss day after day.
Enough, Amelia. I'm so tired of this weak narrative you keep throwing at me. But then the story you've written about Blanche in your head is that a grown-ass warrior and leader is fretting day after day about a kiss. You are hopeless!
How many weddings have you read about being derailed by a careless woman like me?
That's it!
Rosella, let go of my arm!
You want an evil queen like you've read about?
Ow.
Well, fine. Here she is. If you can't see beyond the pages of your stories to what is right in front of you, I'll give you what you want and prove them all true.
Did you seriously just lock me in a tower?
Grisella! Let me out of here right now or I will do absolutely nothing because I am completely powerless and incapable of change. God, he's getting married today and I can't do anything about it. I'm such
such a fraud. I'm stranded in a literal fantasy land, and I'm spending my time here locked in a small room sobbing over some boy. Past the Ben and Jerry's, and we're looking at a typical Saturday night back in the city. Odessa? Is that you? Come here, you beautiful bird. Oh, I missed you too. I've been here since last night. Can you transform into a large beast and fly me out of here? You're right, too sci-fi. If I want to get out of here, I have to do the unthinkable and embrace my inner princess. Okay, Amelia, you've trained for this. Years and years of reading fairy tales have led you to this moment. Think like a princess. Think like a princess. I could be like Rapunzel, grow my hair out, then climb my own long braid down to safety. Too time-consuming, you're right. Wait, I speak bird? Sure, you'll be so proud. Focus, Amelia. Think like a princess. Think like a princess. Elsa, blow snow under the bars until they freeze and then crack them in half? Fine, Odessa, though I resent you thinking I couldn't find a way to develop magical powers in the next half hour. Harsh, Odessa. If Blanche were here, she'd know what to do. What did she tell me the other week? I'm such a fool. If only I knew how to shut up for like 5 seconds and listen. Oh my God! That's the answer. Not everything's about me. Blanche was trying to tell me something about herself. Odessa, can you get a message to a styling fairy named Lucinda?
Bippity boppity. Hello! I'm an apparating fairy. You don't need some common house raven to come find me. I was in the middle of talking to those 3 little pigs. Oh, sorry, Odessa. So touchy. Shoo, shoo!
Lucinda, thank you for coming. I need your help.
Amelia, don't think I won't leave here just as quickly if you still are a hot mess inside.
Only one way to find out, right? Wave that thing.
Bippity boppity. Badass.
Did we do it? How do I look?
Girl, pose! No! I need pictures for the gram. My likes are down.
No! What's my good side? Grisella! I found myself the perfect outfit for the wedding, and I want you to see it.
Climbing up here is my cardio for the day, and I won't do it twice. This better be good.
How do I look?
Huh. I actually think you look great. Lucinda, are you hiding back there?
Not hiding. Holding back so I didn't ruin Amelia's moment. Do you see this look? A cloaked bodice and a cigarette pant. It reads elegance. It reads power. It reads... Well, it actually reads. That's not even fabric. It's vintage pages from the stories of your world, Amelia. Correct?
The once upon a times to the happily ever afters. But not just those stories, some other important ones too. Ones that I need to share with Blanche and all of Second Kingdom.
Well, thank goodness. It's been harrowing to pretend I'm evil these last 12 hours. I'm sorry, Amelia. I didn't know what else to do, so I tried immersion therapy. Lucinda recommended it.
I learned it from the Lady of the Lake. She was all kinds of nasty to folk until they dunked her under and gave her a taste of her own medicine.
Thank you both. Grisella, you were right. I have been obsessed with keeping myself safe by holding the stories in my head nearer and dearer than others around me. But any life worth living is full of adventure and romance and, well, the terrifying unknown that is getting to know oneself without any expectation of how it will go.
Damn right. Does that mean...
Ladies, I'm crashing a wedding.
Yes, Amelia!
Oh.
Yeah! Glass Slipper Transport has the best pumpkin carriages you've ever seen grace the cobblestone road. I'll have one waiting for you downstairs in 10.
Thank you both so much. Who would have thought I'd figured out how to be a hero from an evil queen?
And a fabulous fairy. Carriage here in 3 minutes. Don't you dare with that simpering. That perfect face of makeup on you is not waterproof.
This is more than I could have ever hoped for. But I do just have one more fever. Grisella, are you still in touch with your friend? The one who can turn into a dragon?
Ha! This wedding will be quite the event.
marriage is a covenant that should be respected. Are you sure about this, B? This is all starting to feel wrong.
Reggie, please take this seriously. We can't have it being questioned at court.
I'm with Reggie, dearest B. It's noble you want to make change for the kingdom, but at the sacrifice of your own happiness, there has to be another way.
Like what?
I don't know. Magic beans? Zoots, I keep failing you. Since the day we've met, you've seen what a coward I am. I'm not the strong partner I know you wish was standing next to you today. Sometimes I think we'd all be better off if you just let that ogre squash me.
It was a troll.
See? I can't even keep my life-threatening moments straight. There's been so many.
This is our wedding.
I know it's our wedding, but just imagine, like when we have an heir and there's another little sensitive me running around the castle. Do you know that I wasn't even potty trained till I was 8 years old? It was a mess.
PC, hey, take a beat, okay? Let's do those breathing exercises you taught me. Okay. And in, 2, 3. Listen to me. Don't breathe in and out too fast. In, 2, 3. In, out, 2, 3. Look, you may not be able to protect the castle with a sword and a bow, but I know you'll protect my heart.
Blanche.
Are you ready?
I suppose I am.
Proceed, Reggie.
All right. So back to marriage and all that.
Wait, if we're gonna do this, like really do this, Blanche, then I need to tell you something.
Now? While we're standing at the altar? Can't it wait, my dearest heart?
I know. It's not ideal, but love never is.
Love? But who could you possibly be in love?
Back up, y'all! Announcing from a land far, far away, a keeper of words, a knower of self, and an all-around badass lady, Miss Amelia Story! All right, I said back up, y'all.
Amelia!
Charmy!
You are a vision.
Stop this wedding!
No, don't you dare stop this wedding! Amelia, what on earth is going on? PC said you were swallowed up in the gurgling belly of Fire Lake.
I thought she was.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't think when I'm dressed like a bloated marshmallow. Can someone please explain this madness to me?
All right, okay, I'll help you out. Amelia here, despite her best efforts, is in love with PC, and PC here loves her back. Amelia's struggling on 2 fronts. 1, because you have been a genuine friend to her, and 2, she has an internal struggle about being the cliched woman she's read about in her storybooks and falling for a prince. Because what if that means she'll surrender her entire identity to become someone else's wife and lose herself in the process?
Is this true, Amelia?
I would have added a bit more fervor in my delivery, but yeah, that's the general gist.
Oh, thank God.
Someone tend to that man.
All right. Loyal subjects of Second Kingdom. Just, take 5 and we'll be with you soon.
Blanche, you're not upset?
I'm relieved. It's like when PC passed out from that apple all over again.
Say what now?
You're fine. I want to change the political landscape. I want to change the face of what a princess looks like, but I am also in love with another.
Blanche!
Glass houses and all that, Amelia?
Sorry, reflex.
But I was only marrying Charmy because in Second Kingdom, there is no way to have a political voice without marrying a royal prince like PC.
We knew it wouldn't be easy. But after the troll attack and our betrothal, B told me about what it was like to be a commoner in Second Kingdom, which I have to admit, Amelia, I had never even considered.
And then he shared his own fears
about
not being the type
yep.
of man the kingdom had envisioned as their king.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at him. No offense.
Yeah,
well, besides the point, he didn't want to abandon his political influence and lead a life of privilege without giving back.
I didn't.
But he also didn't want to abandon himself and his sensibilities. What were they?
About peace and
Peace
community.
and community.
Yeah, see? And we thought that we had found the perfect life partner who, under no circumstances did we want to see each other naked.
Ever. I don't know why his torso is so long.
And she is so hairy.
Keeps me warm.
But then you dropped into this world and you messed everything up.
BC, I don't want to do this if it will keep you from your true love. It's a painful way to live. I can't do that to you.
And honestly, Amelia, Bella is the greatest. We should double date sometime.
We've been together for years. People sort of assume we would both be single forever until I met Charmy. They even started making up stories about her and her dog being life partners.
That's why there's always a dog around.
Instead of us forging a political alliance, you can marry PC and become the princess. I won't have to marry someone I don't love because you can do it for me. If I can't lead this kingdom by his side, it's nice to know my best friend will be.
I knew I was your best friend.
I was supposed to teach you about finding your happy ending, but it led me to mine. Oh, Amelia, thank you so very much. This marriage absolutely solves everything.
Huzzah!
Yeah, about that? Guys, I don't want to marry Charmy.
What was it?
I'm not a princess and I don't want to be one. I'm just a purveyor of fanciful tales that happen to fall in love with a prince. But it's only been a week. And most of that time I spent in a cocktail hour with the evil queen.
You met Grisella? I am so glad we got her out of prison. Free Grisella!
Oh, she's the best. Sort of an alcoholic Gloria Steinem.
So awesome.
Hey, I don't want to interrupt you, ladies, but can we get back to the future and the entire fate of the kingdom?
It's simple. I want you, but not all this.
Well, I was raised to be king. It's how I fulfill my destiny. Or so I'm told.
I understand.
But if I'm being honest, I never wanted to be king at all. I want to write music and poetry.
He's really good.
But what about your subjects?
There is more than one way to leave your mark on this world, Amelia, and make it better. If I want to live happily ever after, then I need to renounce my birthright and fall in love with myself. Lady Amelia, if you'd be kind enough to stand by my side without titles or prospects, then I think this whole thing will work.
You can't just leave us, PC. The throne will pass to your next of kin.
Oh, that can't happen. Sir Ramsay is the absolute worst.
The worst. He has major ties to the big bad wolf gang. Anti-equal dwarf right legislation. He could never rule the kingdom in a way that reflects all of its subjects.
Blanche, we made a deal when I got here. You showed me my happy ending, and I teach you about how women take power in my world. I haven't kept up my side of the bargain.
I mean, I didn't want to be rude and point that out, but since you are, you're right. Amelia, your dress! Oh, don't let Lucinda see. She'll turn you into a toad.
It's okay. I think this is why my essence constructed it this way. Magic is awesome, by the way.
Okay, so awesome, right?
It really is the best.
On this part of my cloak is the constitution of the country I come from. It will help you create something called a democracy.
Oh, and this democracy is a fairly constructed piece of literature that will lead to peace and equality in the kingdom?
Well, not exactly.
I'm sure it has its flaws, but the committee that drafted it was surely a well-chosen, highly curated representation of the country that it represents.
Not quite that either. Let's really just look at this as a blueprint. You'll need to create your own version and you'll need some help. Blanche, Charmy will appoint you as interim leader of the kingdom while you sit down with your council to create your own constitution that will guide Second Kingdom moving forward.
Got it.
And maybe add in literacy. This kingdom really needs more books.
This council, who will be on it?
Well, it's up to you. But I do think you have 7 very opinionated voices whom you already trust.
If you'll have me.
Why not?
Yeah.
The allegories, wonderful. And maybe add in Corky to get the voice of veterans represented.
Sure.
Then, at the end of the appointed period, there will be an election. And Second Kingdom will choose who the next leader will be.
But what if they don't choose Blanche?
Well, that's kind of part of freedom. You can't control it. But I have faith in the kingdom to make the right choice. Besides, I'm certain Grisella would be happy to pump your campaign full of the necessary funds you'll need to succeed.
Huzzah!
This is a lot, Amelia. What if I can't do it?
Blanche, you can slay trolls, ogres, and big bad wolves, and now you're scared?
Yes.
I think if you're scared, that means you care. And that's what will make you wonderful. To Blanche the Caring!
To Blanche the Caring!
Well, don't scream it for everyone.
It has a nice ring to it.
And now, the hard part. Charmy?
Yes, my dearest love, the light of my life.
Oh boy. I need you to stay and help Blanche set up her democracy. You are the rightful heir. Continuity will be crucial in a kingdom dedicated to tradition during this transition.
I hate to say it, but she's right, PC. If you leave, this won't work. I need you.
Second Kingdom needs you.
Amelia, I need you.
And I want you, Charmy, but
What I need is to find my way home and give you the space to do this. That's my ride.
I'm sorry, a dragon?
I'm in Second Kingdom. Think I'm not gonna find a way to fly a dragon?
You want a boost?
Yes, please.
So, what now?
That's up to you.
I will find you, Amelia. I don't know how, but somehow I will.
All right.
Guys, what's happening? Why are all the subjects crowding themselves to the palace?
Lady, you gotta get out of here. You just introduced democracy to a bunch of staunch monarchists.
Go, my love. I'll find you.
Oh, Charmy.
Yeah!
Okay. Amelia, you've done it. You came clean to Blanche, got the guy, then lost the guy, but for the right reasons. All in all, not a bad week. Although you did incite a riot, but today was Second Kingdom's Boston Tea Party. They're storming of the Bastille.
Amelia, wait!
Charmy?
Amelia, I'm coming with you.
Where on earth did you get a dragon that fast? Go back! The kingdom needs you! Whoa!
That's Fire Lake below us. If that's where the portal was before, I think it's our best chance.
Chance at what?
Our happy ending.
No, you have to stay, Charmy. It'll never work between us if I know you chose to abandon your people for love.
But Amelia...
When Blanche is elected, come find me. Now, I'm sorry, but I have to do it again.
What?
Dive!
Oh, my lord. What in Disney's name happened to you last night?
Charmy? Is that you?
Charmy? Girl, that's a new one. No, it's your fairy godfairy, Bo. Oh, got into the stash, I see. What a princess.
I'm not a princess. Blanche is.
Did you hit your head on your date last night? Was it that bad?
Oh.
Oh, no. What are you wearing?
Is it the cloak of the pages?
You're in that green jumpsuit I warned you about. It's the worst. I told you.
Oh.
You okay?
Fine. Just waking up from a lovely dream, I suppose.
Gag. I love those. I have one where Meryl Streep is my dentist. And
Let's have story time again today. I have an original I want to tell.
that'll go well with my new shipment I just brought in. Tons of stories I've never heard of.
New stories?
Yeah, really niche, oddly wonderful ones with titles like Corky and the Literacy Initiative. It must be very deep in the Grimm's canon.
Let me see.
Nah, you first. You need a shower and a lot of mouthwash. I'm calling you an Uber. Ugh, everything is surging. Oh, I got one of those cute little carriage thingies. He's pulling up now. Love you, Witch. Yeah.
Hey, are you my Uber carriage?
Lady Amelia?
Charmy? But how are you? Why are you so quickly?
I think there's like an inception thing that occurred in the vortex. I had Merlin send me after Blanche won the election and turned Second Kingdom into a democracy.
What? Wait, how do you know about Inception?
Well, Merlin calibrated wrong and I've been here for like a week. I watched it on the box that yells at you.
The television?
Yes, television. I even caught that Eric Von Detten guy you raved about.
Oh, this will be fun. But why an Uber drive? Oh, you're a starving artist now? This makes perfect sense.
So, where to, my love?
Wherever we want.
Yeah. And they all lived happily ever after.